Hi guys, thanks for stopping by. This is Sophia. I have with me an outgoing swap. This is the Easter egg swap. It was a partner swap hosted by Mika, which is MikaBoo32 here on YouTube and on Instagram, and Raquel, and she goes by Rocky, and she is Big Mama Cobb 2.0, I believe, on Instagram, and Crafty Caboose with K's instead of C's on YouTube. I will link them in the description box, but I just wanted to come on and show what I made. I am angeling for this swap actually, so this is probably the fastest swap I've ever done. Not that I didn't put my heart into it, but I was crafting just on my own for no reason, and then this opportunity came up and I was like, I'm ready. This is it. I can do it. So that's why it came together so fast. Is not because I just threw something together, but because I didn't know that I was already working on this. So the requirements for the swap, I guess I should have had that up, was it's a one-on-one swap. We were paired up, or they were paired up at the beginning of the month or something. And it is a Easter egg swap, obviously. So the catch was that all the items should fit in a plastic Easter eggs. They could be shaped eggs too, and put in a decorated tote or basket. It could be handmade or store-bought. And then you had to make 4 mini embellishments, 4 mini bows, 4 mini rosettes, a bead or charm mix, and crafter's choice. So I guess we're just gonna go through the bucket and see what I made. I picked up this bucket at Five Below. Let me see if I can get all this stuff out. I can always just put it back. So you guys will see what I made. I added a little bit of tissue in the bottom because otherwise you couldn't see anything that was in the bucket. So I got this bucket and it has little chickies on it, which I thought was so cute. And then I just added these little bows on the sides, if it wants to be in frame, which it doesn't, right here. And then it has these fun little ties that have hearts on them, and she can untie this and use the bows for something else, so I thought that was kind of fun. So in the basket, I bought some gummies for her. I later came to find out that these are perfect because she likes gummies but not sour gummies, so perfect. And then I found this fun little clip. It's not like Easter per se, but it's springtime and it's a tulip, and I love tulips, so I hope she really likes that. And then, or she can pass it along. I made these handmade flowers. I guess we could open them up, right? I made some flowers, and I think these are the smaller flowers, and there's bigger flowers. Oh no, there's a middle. Somebody's missing a middle. I hate when that happens. You guys, I'm I don't know, I'm doing something with the centers because my centers always fall off. Okay. Alright, well, I have to figure that out and put it back together later. Okay, so these are the flowers. I sort of added dimensions. Sorry about that. Just so you could see them. But I think they turned out pretty, and she doesn't just have to use them for Easter. But these are KS Craft flower dye. I think it's called maybe pansies or something like that. Pansies? Something with a P. And it's a plate dye by KS Craft that came out last spring. And then I just added a little washi here to keep them in there. There's more that are bigger, but they didn't all fit in one container, so I separated the big ones and the little ones. And then I think this container probably came from Dollar Tree. Okay, and then I forgot that I needed to do a reveal, but here's this little guy. It's a little chocolate bunny, and inside, okay, inside are, oh my gosh, sorry, are all these beads. I decided to do a bead mix. Well, actually, initially I misread it and I thought it was cabochons were okay. So then I made all of these, and so there's some bunnies, butterflies, a few different butterflies, some springy colors that I had, a rose bead, another little butterfly, another bunny. I think there's some ladybugs in here, right there. But yeah, that's what I'm sending along. And oh, that's another Charmy. Alright, and then next we have I guess, okay, so we had to decorate this, and you probably were thinking like, why all you did was put bows on it, like that's not really decorating it. And you're right. So I was thinking the same thing, so I made, whoops, this, it is a, what is it called? Large Sakura paper clip or something like that. It's called Sakura Jumbo Paper Clip, and it's from KS Craft last spring. But this is going to be the front, and this is going to be the back. I actually like the back, how it turned out better, but if I put this facing forward, this part sticks up weird. So that's going to go inside the bucket like this, and then hang from here. And it fits nice with everything in it. It just kind of like tucks right here. And maybe I'll put like a little foam tape so that it doesn't come off. But then later she can just take it off and use it however she likes, but it'll be like right on here. And then I'm gonna further embellish it and put this memory dex right here, so that will hang on the front of the bucket, or maybe even like that. I'm not sure yet, I haven't decided, but I have to write my info on the back. So this is a memory dex, I forget what it's called, it's like Kissing Bunnies or something like that. Memory dex from Scrap Diva, and it has these little cabochons right here and a little bow right here. I really like just kept it simple other than the shaker, and I used the Hobby Lobby mix that they had. They had like a pre-clay mix, and then all the little shimmery bits is what I added, and those little glitter pieces or confetti pieces that I added were from Happy Crafter Shop. But I really like it. I think it's really cute, and it has bunny paper in the back. I don't know if you can see, but I think it turned out nice. And then it'll sit right here, and I'll just attach it with foam, so I think that'll look really nice. Okay, and then let's do this ice cream cone last. Sorry, I ordered this mat off of Amazon, and I've had it for like probably a couple years now, but it came rolled up and it never ever like laid flat. Like even now I can't lay it flat. Okay, so this is a giant egg that I picked just in case if there was stuff that I couldn't fit, and there was, so I guess it was good that I picked this. Okay, so let's put this right here. Knocked over my card and everything. Okay, so in here I made some bows, and I guess these can count for the bow portion, or these could count as the extra embellishment. But they're basically some bows that I got, I think, at Joann's, the gold bows. And then the... Okay, well that didn't help very much, did it? Okay, we'll go back to that and I'll just show you. So first is this one, and I used these little gold bows that I got from Joann's just to give it a little something. And then there is a little cabochon of a bunny in the center of each one. And then this. I hope she likes them. I liked how they turned out. And I just had all these laces that I had been collecting from, that I find like at the Crafty thrift store sometimes. Crafty box. Okay, so, or I think it's called Craft Box. If you guys are ever in Denver, Colorado, go stop by there. There's some really cool stuff. Okay, and then this one. So this is my rosette embellishments, and these eggs are from Hobby Lobby. There we go. So these are my rosettes. I made these little mini rosettes and added different ribbons. There's those bunnies again and a little daisy in the middle. I like how they turned out. I like that they're bright colors, and you know, who doesn't like a fun little prize ribbon? So those are 2 of them. The requirement was 4, so the other 2 are in here. And these are a little bit different. But I think they're really cute. Here, let me see. Is that better? Probably. So, yeah. And okay. And then I made some other rosettes, and I did not embellish them so that she can use them hopefully next year, or whenever she wants, if she wants to use them this year. But they're all set to go. And then there's 2 little ones in here. And then I added this sequins next for her in the bottom here. And yeah, that's that. And then, okay, and then last but certainly not least, I made this 3D ice cream cone. This is a die by KS Craft, and I just got this die actually. I've been wanting it for a long time, and I just finally got it, and I had to make it right away. So as soon as I got it, I had just like found out that I was gonna be doing this swap, and I pulled out the Easter papers. I was so excited. So the die does not come with this system to close it. I just, like, it would pop off in transit if I didn't do something to attach the top to the bottom. So this is what I did. I added strings. Well, I'll show you, because it basically, like, this pulls off, and I'm going to be careful because there's stuff in there. And then you just have this pulley system, and then you don't lose the lid. You can just like lay it down, and that's it. So basically what I did is this piece sits inside of the cone, right? So I punched holes on this side and added the eyelets, and then I put the cone inside, and I used a pen and colored in the holes so I knew where they were. And then I punched the holes here. Oh, just kidding. I reinforced this with another piece of paper because with only 2 pieces of cardstock, I didn't think it would be strong enough. So I did the base of this in 110-pound white cardstock, and then I did it in pattern paper, and I glued them together, and then I pieced it together. So if you want it to be sturdy, I do recommend that you use a heavyweight cardstock and then the pattern cardstock on top. Otherwise, it's not gonna be very strong, like, because of how big this is and how much stuff it could hold. If you're packing it full, it's not gonna survive, like, in Happy Meal. Or other places, probably either. So anyways, yeah, that's what I did. I did 110-pound cardstock and then the pattern paper, and then I did another strip on each side that has eyelets, and then I reinforced the holes with eyelets so that when the string is being pulled in and out, in and out, and out, it's not gonna mess up the project. So in the bottom here, I have the other flowers. These are the bigger flowers. So just so you get an idea what those look like. I think they turned out pretty. They're not super fancy or anything, but I feel like crafters always need like some little flowers to put on stuff that are just already made. You don't have to do that along with the rest of your swap. And then I think this container is from Dollar Tree, and I just filled it with some chocolates, and then I put some treats in here, so let me face these up for you. Okay, so this is all the little flat packs that I'm sending her, and I didn't place an order for this. I just found all these pieces that happen to be very springy, so I figured now is the time. I'm trying to be better about not hoarding stuff and just using it and enjoying it, and even gifting it so that my friends can enjoy it too, and maybe it will spread that spirit of just, you know, enjoying the goodies that we find, because not all of us find the same thing. Okay, and then in this one, so initially this was what I was making for my mini bows, and I'm maybe still will count these as the mini bows because they're way minier than the other ones. But I bought these beads at Hobby Lobby, and then I bought this wire from Joann's. I'm really sad, you guys, because I don't know anywhere else that has that silver coated colored wire, and so whatever I have left, it's gonna be the last of the pretty wrapping. If you guys know somewhere to get like pretty colored wire like this, 20 gauge I think it is, please let me know. It like is depressing to think about that I'm not gonna have the wire anymore, but these are the tiny bows, and the ones that I didn't accidentally tie too tight, they spin around. So I think those will be fun to use on her dangles or whatever she wants. I don't know if this is coming across as off-white, but the bow is off-white and so is the heart. So those are those. And then just so you guys can kind of see how, like, oh wait, there's one more. Just kidding. Oh, this one's chocolates also. So more chocolates for you, Lisa. And if I didn't mention this, my partner is Leave It to Lisa Crafts, and she has the same name on YouTube as on Instagram. This is my first crafty interaction with her. I don't know how, but I just like found her account a little bit before this happened. So I'm kind of excited that, you know, we get to have our first crafty interaction. But I'll put all that stuff back in. But basically, once you want to close it, you just set this in here, right? Because those strings are already tied. Like, it goes through here as a U, and then you just kind of set it in here and it'll kind of bend to you. And then I pull this, pull it kind of gently so you don't like snag your box or something. But, right, you're just gonna pull that and sort of hold it, and then you'll tie it on. You tie it a little bit taut so that it holds everything in, like that. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. And then voila, see, you could even flip it upside down and your stuff is not going to fall out. But it might bang around, so. But I think it turned out really nice, and I really like this die a lot. I actually made 2 of these, so you'll see the other one popping up soon once I finish what it's for. And it's not like too hard to do, but it does take patience. Like, it's not like a quick put it together kind of thing. This is a 3D item, obviously, so you have to take your time with every single tab and use wet glue. At least in my opinion, you should use wet glue. Otherwise it pops open and it looks tacky. So that is my project share for Lisa. I hope you guys liked it. Do you like it? Do you think she'll like it? Give me a like. Go follow Lisa if you don't. And thank you, Rocky and Mika, for a wonderful swap and for giving me the chance to participate. Thank you guys for watching my long video, and I'll catch you on the next one.